Welcome back to the channel. I'm Frank, the low carb cocktail guy. And if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. So I put a poll out for the YouTube community asking if you're gonna be celebrating dry January or not. It was close. It was close. So, but squeaked out, yes, some people would like to see some mocktails for dry January. Liver needs a break. So if you're one of the people who are gonna be observing dry January, today I'm gonna show you how to make 6 easy, keto-friendly, and 1 maybe not keto-friendly, but still kinda low-carb mocktails. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one's gonna be a spin on a gimlet, which is gonna be lime juice and simple syrup and either gin or vodka. So we're gonna be kind of dressing this one up a little bit with some herbs and maybe a little bit of cucumber. One thing I really find that goes well with a cucumber is gonna be basil. So this is gonna be a cucumber basil spritz. So let's get started. Start with the cucumber. What we wanna do first is before we do anything else, we wanna cut our garnish off of it. Our garnish, we're gonna go with 1 nice strip from the cucumber itself. All right, so get the skin off and get 1 nice deep piece like this. That's all you need, that's your garnish. Boom. We're gonna do a little ribbon, fancy ribbon with that. And next, we're gonna wanna cut 4 slices of the cucumber out. So we got 4 slices of cucumber. We'll drop those into our small tin. Nice and nicey. Next, we're gonna be adding some basil leaves, 3 basil leaves. 1, let me get some bigger ones. Whoop, let's grab the whole jar. 2, 3, let's go a little bit, 1 more. Let's go 1 more. These aren't too big, so 4 big basil leaves. Now, when you're doing like basil, mint, like leafy herbs, a lot of the oils are inside the leaves, so you just want to give it a little gentle clap. That'll break open the cells, releasing some of the oils. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Next, we're gonna go with 1 ounce of our lime oleocitrate. 1 ounce of that. And 1 ounce of an RXSugar simple syrup. There we go, 1 ounce. Get yourself a big ass muddler or a small ass muddler or wooden spoon or just something to smash the shit with. Just go ahead and crush the cucumbers. Don't press too hard on the basil. You don't want to release any capsaicin or anything like that out of the leaves. You just kind of want to gently press. We're not here to destroy it all. Oh, that smells so good. We feel some ice to shake it with. All right. Let's get that out the way. Get yourself a little fancy stemmed glass. We want to fine strain this into our cocktail glass. We don't want any of those seeds from the cucumber or anything getting in. And we're gonna fill the rest of that up with some seltzer. Club soda, soda water, Topo Chico, whatever you like. I'm using seltzer, an unflavored one, because I really don't want to mask the flavor of the cucumber and basil. Those are very light flavors to begin with, so I don't want to mask those. Put in about 2 ounces, maybe 2.5 there. And for your garnish, we're going to take that cucumber, we're just going to kind of fold it in half. Well, not in half, we're going to kind of make a fan fold a little bit. Put a cocktail pick right through there. And then you have this little fancy little looking swirly swirl little thing. And there you have the cucumber basil spritz. All right, let's give it a try. That is, man, that's just, that is so good. That is so good. Light, crisp, refreshing. I know we're here talking about dry January. This is the perfect drink to have on that warm summer's day or hot summer's day or somewhere where it's just hot and it ain't January. Well, shit, in here in Louisiana, it is hot in January and we might need something cool and refreshing. Guys, this is great. Oh, guys. Oh, yes, indeed. All right. We're gonna move on to our next one. Now, the next mocktail is a non-alcoholic version of a cocktail I created for JT Mellick Vodka, and that was their Acadiana Mule. They wanted something that was kind of like spoke to Louisiana flavors to pair with their rice vodka, which is really good, by the way. So I decided to go with something a little spicy. This is gonna be the spicy orange mule. So let's go ahead and get started. In our tin, we're gonna go with some orange juice, 2 ounces of Simply Light orange juice. And that's gonna be 3 net carbs. That's all the carbs in the entire drink. Oh, I forgot to mention, last drink, no carbs. Skiro. And next we're gonna go with 1 ounce of our lime oleocitrate. And the next part is where the spicy comes in. Do as much spice as you want, do the spice that you want. I'm gonna be using Louisiana brand hot sauce. I find that this has a lot of the pepper taste and of the capsaicins there, but it's not overly vinegary, it's not overly spicy, and that it's to the point where the capsaicin hides the flavor of all the other things. If you like Tabasco and to put a half a bottle in there, you do you, boo. But I find that just when you get something that's so spicy, you no longer taste the other layers that are there. What's the point? So this is one of the reasons I went with the Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's not crazy spicy. It's not overly vinegary. I think it's a nice balance between the two. We're gonna do 3 dashes. 3. First one, nothing came out, just so you saw me shake 4 times, just let you know. I'm gonna go a little bit of our honey syrup. And this is gonna be 0 net carbs using sugar-free honey substitutes. It's 1 part water, 1 part honey substitute. I'm gonna do a ½ ounce of this. Put some ice in here. Give it a good shake. Get yourself a copper mug. Can't have a mule without a copper mug. Get yourself a diet ginger beer of your choice, of your liking. Mine happens to be Gosling's. And if you watch my Marvelous Merry Mule video, you'll hear me talk about measure your carbonation for drinks like this. So we're gonna do 4 ounces of ginger beer and we're gonna put it in at the bottom. That way all the bubbles come through the drink itself. And pour that cocktail, or a mocktail I should say, right on in. I'm gonna top that off with a little more ice. Well, top off with ice. Well, put some ice in it because I ain't done that yet. Let's get all those flavors incorporated. Oh, down. There it is, there it is. Now let's talk about our garnish. We're gonna go with half orange wheel. And a half lime wheel. And there's your parody green in front of parody orange. And there you have our spicy orange mule. Cheers. That's so good. That's so good. The heat from the hot sauce hits you in the back of the throat, so you got this nice, refreshing, the ginger beer on top of the orange juice, like right on the front palate, so you get this sweetie and fruit from the orange juice. Then you get that little bit of bite on the front palate of the ginger beer. Then you get a little bit of a burn in the back of the throat from the hot sauce. Let's go ahead and put this one aside and let's move on to our third one. Now for our third cocktail, we're keeping it spicy. And this time we're taking a spin on the spicy pineapple margarita. This is gonna be our pineapple jalapeno ginger something mocktail. Let's just, I'm trying to find out what I even called it. It's just a lot of good, yummy flavors and a whole bunch of good, yummy stuff. This drink is gonna have 3.32 grams of carbs in the entire drink, and it all comes from the pineapple juice. Let's just be serious. So we're gonna start with some jalapenos. How spicy do you like it? Just do that much. Take your seeds out if you don't want it too spicy. Leave them in if you do. You do you, boo. So, I'm gonna go with that's 5, and we'll leave a couple more for garnish. All right, so we're gonna take 5 of our jalapeno pieces, drop them on in, and don't go rub your eyes. That's not cool. You're gonna have like, that's not cool. You don't wanna do that. We're gonna go with 1 ounce of our lime oleocitrate. And a 1/2 ounce of our simple syrup. There, we got it. With your big ass muddler, start smashing the jalapenos. And what you're doing is you're making a really spicy lime juice. That's really all you're really doing. Make sure they're all smashed up, crush them really good. Not only do you want them broken up to get all the pieces in there, but you definitely want to break the oils off the skin and get more of that in the liquid itself. Next, you're gonna go with 2 ounces of our pineapple juice. And this is Dole Light. Thank God they're doing this stuff now. 2 ounces. Add some ice to your lowball glass. We're gonna go with 2 ounces of our ginger beer. Give this a little bit of a shake. Pour all that in there, Oh, nice and purty. Go ahead and put a couple of jalapeno slices down the inside of the glass so you can see them from the outside. Using the ice to hold them up against the glass. See, we got it. Yeah, we got him there. Look at that. Get yourself a couple of pineapple fronds. If it's a cheat day, eat your garnish. If not, it's just there for show. And that's it for the pineapple jalapeno ginger mocktail. All I did was name the ingredients and threw mocktail at the back of it. But it's damn yummy because I've had it as a margarita. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. What I really like about this is not only does the jalapeno add the spice, but if you like jalapeno flavors for the jalapeno itself and not the spice, but the little fruitiness that the actual pepper itself has, the pepper taste it has, it's so prominent in this drink. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh man. Yeah, we get this cleaned up and start on our next cocktail, which has some passion fruit syrup in it. And I'll talk to you about that one in a second. So this next one is a spin on a mojito with no rum. So it's really not a mojito, it's a fake mojito, it's a faux mojito. It's a faux-hito! We're making ourselves a faux-hito. And this is a passion fruit fajito. I'm just having a lot of fun even if there's no booze involved, what can I say? In our large tin, we're gonna be adding some lime. We're gonna do this a little bit different though. We're gonna cut our lime into wedges. To 4 wedges. It's a nice juicy lime. Then once you get those wedges cut, because we're gonna be muddling the limes first. So we're gonna go ahead and cut those 4 wedges in half. We're gonna drop all of that in our large tin. I'm gonna cut this in a wedge for a garnish also. Put that down here. What we do is we're gonna go take ourselves some mint leaves. I got this nice pretty stem right here, but I'm gonna save this top for a garnish. I'm gonna break that off of the cocktail garnish. You wanna go with 8 leaves. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. We'll put those right here because I did not muddle that yet, not because we're gonna really muddle hard on the limes, but we don't want to do that too hard with the mint because it's gonna just crush the mint, bruise the mint it's called, and then just make the drink really bitter. So we're gonna add a little bit of a simple syrup. 1 ounce of this. 1 ounce of simple syrup. And that's it. Let's go ahead and get that muddling. And go to town on this, you know, muddle hard. You're gonna try to break the skin on the limes to get all those essential oils out of the skin itself. What we really wanna do is we wanna make this really limey, and that's gonna be with those oils coming out of the skin is what's really gonna enhance that flavor. We'll take those 8 mint leaves and give that a gentle muddle. Just press them down. With this here, with the, when I say gentle muddle, don't press hard. Don't just grind it. Just press gently. You're just trying to break open a leaf, just gently, to have the those oils and aromas come out. Next, we go in with our passion fruit syrup. And what I did is I found some frozen passion fruit at Walmart, and I made a syrup out of it. Well, what I did is I boiled them into a pot of water, then I checked my refractometer, and it's gonna have 1.48, best guess I could do because it's not a digital one, but it was under 1.5 grams of sugar, well, blah, 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 milliliters, all that, just, it's a lot of math. The math turned out to be 1.48 grams, or just under a half of sugar per ounce. We're going to 2 ounces of the passion fruit syrup. So a half a lime will give you about a half an ounce of lime juice, and that's 1 net carb. And then a passion fruit syrup, that's gonna be 2.96 grams of carbs. So this mocktail in total is 3.96 grams of carbs. Let's get some ice, shake and chill this. Get yourself a Collins glass, fill that up. And just like we did with the basil, we're gonna fine strain this. It's not really cool when you got like a mouthful of mint in your mojitos. I don't like that in general. So that's why we're gonna fine strain this, get all the pieces out. And we're gonna finish that off with a little bit of seltzer. And garnish that with a mint sprig. What you want to do is you kind of want to like slap it against your hand, or gentle clap, don't clap too hard. I like to just kind of slap it, and then on the rim of the glass, put some of those mint oils around the top. And there you have a passion fruit fajito. Sounds like burrito, but it's a fajito instead. Man, that's yummy. And I know someone in the comments say I didn't put it at the bottom and all that stuff. Using water, I'm not changing the flavor, as if I'm using a Prosecco, which is going to add flavor, a ginger beer, which is going to add a flavor, like a soda or a Coke for a rum and Coke, it's going to add flavor. But that's why I chose to use an unflavored seltzer, is because I'm really only using it for a difference in liquid volume. That's it. So being that the case, since we're not using booze, that's why we're gonna do it that way instead. So, God, this is so good. Who knew drinking with alcohol could be this fun? Maybe not as much fun as the alcohol, but it's still kind of fun. Still pretty fun. All right, so on to our next one. And the next one is a Blackberry Fizz. 100% of the carbs comes from the blackberries. And that's gonna be 1.44 grams of carbs. Blackberries, like in a cup of blackberries, it's got like what, 6 net carbs in an entire cup, and then we're not even using that. We're dropping it down because we're just muddling them in for some flavor. So in our small tin, we're gonna go with some blackberries. Take 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blackberries. Half ounce of our lime juice, or our lime oleocitrate. And if you're using fresh lime juice, there's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure you're adding 2 carbs for every ounce of fresh lime juice that you use. And now we're gonna go ahead and muddle. We're gonna double strain this just because of all the blackberry seeds. It does make a nicer presentation if you don't strain it and you just dump it all in, because you got the little berry pieces and the seed pieces floating around in it. But once again, all those little fruit pieces and stuff like that being muddled like this tends to get stuck in your teeth. So we're just letting you know we're gonna be straining it, and that's why. But it's okay not to, because it does look prettier at the end. We're gonna add 1 ounce of our, oh, no, that's passion fruit. Nope, nope, not that one. Thought it was the honey syrup. There's the honey syrup. 1 ounce of our honey syrup. Let's add some ice and shake to chill it and get a little bit of dilution. All right, one thing you may have noticed is we're doing a lot of carbonation, either a ginger beer or a seltzer water. Do not ever, listen to me again, do not ever shake with your carbonation. Do not put anything soda in here, carbonation in here. When I was doing some research on the recipes, which ones I'm gonna do, some of these crazy freaking people who have all these like mocktail sites and stuff like that, and these healthy food sites and all that stuff. The one of I said, put the soda water in and shake it. That person's stupid. Don't do that. The carbonation has this stuff to shake it. You know, have you ever dropped the soda on the ground and just try to pop it open and it just goes all over the place? Because you shook it up and then you opened it. So don't do that. Don't put carbonation in this and then shake it. It's gonna blow up on you. It's gonna come separated, and you'll be wearing the drink if you're holding it the right way. And you gotta suck it out of your shirt. That's no fun. So let's wrap this up and let's get this finished. Go with yourselves in an old-fashioned glass. I'm gonna add some ice. Oh, I just said we're gonna double strain this. I'm gonna strain this in. Look, that's a beautiful color. And when you're using fresh berries, blackberry, strawberry, raspberries, it will strain slower just because it's a fleshy fruit. It gets caught up in the spring of your strainer. So again, we're gonna add about 4 ounces or so of our seltzer. It's a nice little pretty gradient. But that means your flavors are all at the bottom. Just poke at it with a bar spoon and brings it all together. Nice. Get yourself a couple of blackberries on a cocktail pick. Set that on top. And there you have a blackberry spritz. This is pretty good. So, it's not very sweet because I want the blackberries to be the star of the show. Now, if you taste this and you think it might need a little bit more sweetener, start with a 1/4 ounce. This is really good as it is. Let me say that. But if I gave this to my wife, she's gonna want it a little bit sweeter. That's such a tasty drink. Such a tasty drink. And also, depending on your blackberries, before you go ahead and make this, taste your blackberries. If they're not very sweet, you definitely want to add some simple syrup to them. These were pretty good. I mean, they could have been a little bit sweeter. That's why my wife would probably want some simple syrup added to this. So if your blackberries aren't sweet to begin with, you're gonna need to add some simple syrup to it. If they're sweet to start with, you're good to go. I think this is fine for my flavors, and I'm good to go. So we got one more left to do. So let's step into that one. The last one we're doing is gonna be definitely not keto friendly. It's gonna be higher in carbs than pretty much anything I've ever done on this channel so far. This is gonna have 8.35 grams of carbs. Just call it your dessert for the day, your cheat day, whatever it is. But this is a damn good drink, and I really wouldn't be doing y'all any justice if I didn't show this one on this series here. This is like one of my favorite tiki-esque cocktails, the Painkiller. There's a video of mine on how to make low-carb tiki mixers. The coconut cream is in there, so check that video out. If I remember, ADD Frank may or not, I might put a link in the description below if I remember to do that. So this is gonna be using 3 ounces of pineapple juice, and that's almost 5 grams of carbs. That's 4.98 grams of carbs in the 3 ounces of pineapple juice. And then for the Simply Light orange juice, we're doing 2 ounces, and that's gonna be 3 grams of carbs there. The coconut cream itself is really low carb. It's gonna be 0.37 grams of carbs per ounce of the coconut cream. So enough of that, let's just go ahead and get it made. Start with our small shaker. We're gonna go with our 3 ounces of Dole Light pineapple juice. That's 1, that's 2, and 3. Next, we're gonna go with some Simply Light, and that's gonna be 2 ounces of Simply Light orange juice. And like I mentioned, this is 3 carbs. 1 ounce of our low carb coconut cream. And I usually do a little bit more than an ounce just because it sticks to the inside of the jigger. And just because you poured an ounce in doesn't mean you're getting an ounce out. I'm gonna add some ice to the shaker. Cap that off, give it a good shake. We're gonna put a bunch of ice in your Lewis bag. And we're gonna make some crushed ice. Your big ass muddler, ice bat, mallet, whatever you got, rolling pin. Go ahead and crush your ice. Don't hit your fingers, that hurts a little bit. Get ourselves a brandy snifter. Fill that with some crushed ice. I'm gonna strain that into your glass. Oh God, that just looks so good already. I'm gonna garnish that with a couple of pineapple fronds. Slice of pineapple, and that other half orange wheel. And there you have a pretty low carb Painkiller. So let's go ahead, man, I love painkillers. That's just so good. It's just so freaking good. Just so good. It's, even without the rum, this is a delicious drink. I highly recommend you make this cocktail. God, these are so delicious, man. Ah, yeah, so good. So, and when I turn the camera on, I'm probably gonna add booze to all of this, just letting you know. So, but guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day, because we're having a great day here too. See you later.